Hiya, so me and the Ninja thought we'd just do a very quick update on where we are with our training and our fat belly. He's got a little bit itchy in his skin at the moment, so as you can tell, we've gone naked. Can you see that? That's today's, yeah. Okay, that's quite a lot of brushing I've got to do. So we've gone naked to hopefully get a little bit more of the last bit of our belly off. We have lost a lot of weight over the summer, luckily. Over the winter, luckily, going into the summer. But I'm not holding much hope for us in the summer while he's out with his pal eating all that yummy grass. Quick update. So we've just had our Hack Up bespoke supplements tweaked to have the Karma and the Detox taken separated out from the other bits and pieces that we're having, so we can increase the magnesium a little bit when needed. And he's now having the vitamins and minerals within his Hack Up morning supplements. So we've moved him back onto just Speedi Beet as a carrier. We're desperately trying to analyse everything we're feeding and just trying to keep the combined starch and sugar below the 10% where we can. So the next stage is we really do need to get our hay analysed and see where we are with that now, and potentially our paddocks analysed. But what we've decided to do first with the paddocks is, while we're fertilising and putting the Shore Grow CSM down, we're going to put the laminitic seed mix down this year and see if we can get the paddocks to get a little bit of a better sward going, and try and get rid of some of the clover content if we can with the new seed mix. This chap can't wear a muzzle because he does go out and play with his friend, and unfortunately they take their own rugs and head collars off, and they also take each other's muzzles off, so we can't muzzle him. He in the really spring lushness, we do bring him into the yard during the day, so when they start getting turned out 24/7, sorry about the rudeness, coffee. So when they go out 24/7, he does come into the yard during the day, and then he goes back out at night. But at the moment, they're still out during the day and in at night. So he's still getting some of his restricted grazing. So the grass has only just started coming through our end. Although they've actually munched down quite a lot of one of the paddocks, which I'll show you in pictures at the end, and what a mess they've made of it in 2 days. So they've certainly had their fill of nice lush grass recently, so they're going back onto the bare skinny paddock from tomorrow for a bit. So we've decided not to redo the glucose test. He didn't fare very well on the last test, and it upset his belly quite badly. And to be perfectly honest, when we retried him on the metformin, it didn't really seem to do anything. And we've got his feet roughly to where we want them now anyway. His digital pulse is still changing quite a bit from day to day. It'd be nice to see if we could do some sort of testing with that, because obviously it's hard to tell without sort of testing it at different specific times during the day. But at the moment, I have noticed with the spring grass coming up, his hooves have got a little bit hot again. But we've got our new swanky boots from Donington Grove Vets, thanks to Soft Ride. So they're quite chunky. He only wears them on the front, but they do have a decent pad in them for support. It does come out, but so there's a pad in there to support the frog, and he wears those during the day. So they are quite chunky, but he seems to cope. And when you see the picture of the paddock at the end of this video, you'll see how well he's coped with all the hoof and play marks that they've managed to do today in the paddock. So we're okay with the hooves at the moment. He is feeling the stones a little bit again, which he wasn't doing over the winter months. So we've definitely got some change there with the spring grass coming through, so we'll need to have to keep an eye on that one. As I say, hoping to try and get the hay analysed and try and get a hay supplier so we can really keep an eye on that low starch and sugar. Maybe start putting a little bit of linseed back into his diet. He is on the Spirulina for his itchiness. I get on quite well with that green algae powder, so I'm going to keep going with that for a while. And he's had his Brewers yeast increased for his itchiness. That seems to help him with his skin and his feet. Obviously he is, if you've been following our blogs, he gets shampooed in his aqueous shampoo to keep him all itch free, and when he does have small cuts and his sarcoids come back up, luckily we've not really had any problems this year, but if he does, we'll give them a blast with our Renaissance spray. So that's our update for now. We haven't done a lot of exercising because the ground's been so horrible and the rain's been so horrible, so unfortunately his actual exercise therapy hasn't been very productive lately, and as you can see, we're a little bit bored, aren't we? But hopefully we'll be able to give you an exercise update soon, and show you that we've improved our personal space a bit more. Speak to you soon. Bye from me and the ninja.